Welcome back to George Daniel Field with tonight's game between Lorain Catholic and Lorain Admiral King. I'm Neil Summers, and we'll be stepping you through this ball game tonight. The Spartans are starting off with a 2-0 record. There are the Admirals that are 0-3-1. I call the game the teacher versus the student. Dave Thomas, coach at Lorain Catholic, not only taught but had as Nick DeMacchia and his brother Tony DeMacchia as players for the better part of since they were about 5 years old. So tonight it's the teacher versus the student as Admiral King takes on Lorain Catholic. Lorain Catholic has been a power in soccer for the last several years, and it's no different this year. For the Admirals, under new coach Nick DeMacchia, they've got their work cut out for them. Their biggest problem tonight is going to be the fact that Gareth Hannigan is going to not be able to play because he's injured. He's also the punter and the extra point kicker for the football team. So the ball game is on the way as Amato goes back, kicks it back to the goalkeeper, goes off of him and goes out of bounds, and we'll have a corner kick. We'll set the lineups here for you in a few minutes. Luis Ramos is the goalkeeper for the Admirals. Waters kicks it to Tubbs. Excuse me, that was not Waters. That was number 2. Brett Costello kicks it across the field over to Tubbs. And the Spartans now have a throw in. Number 3, Danny Basconi for the Admirals kicks the ball out of bounds. Throw in for Lorain Catholic. We have a handling of the ball in the box by Lorain Catholic, and it'll be a free kick, a direct kick for the Admirals, and it'll be taken by number 4, Jason Amato. Brandon Neal touches the ball. Number 19 for Lorain Catholic is Anthony Campana. We'll start with the Spartans starter. Number 0 is Nick Tomazine, the goalkeeper. Number 2 is Brett Costello. Number 4, Captain Billy Waters, Jr. Number 6 is Nate Riccardi. Number 10 is Derek Turton. 11, Captain Adam Tubbs. Number 13 is Matt Kasich. Number 14 is Nick Garver. Number 19, Anthony Campana. Number 22, Brandon Neal is also a captain, and number 23 is Kevin Paul. The Spartans are in their black road uniforms with the red numerals. The Admirals are in their white jerseys, navy blue trunks with white stripe and white socks. Ball's kicked out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick. For the Admirals, James Ashton, number 2, midfielder, a sophomore. David Basconi, number 3, a junior defensive man. Jason Amato, number 4, defensive, as a sophomore. Grant Engel, number 5, is a midfielder, and he's a junior. David Ross is number 6, a defender, and he's a senior. Daniel Lucas is number 8, a midfielder, and he's a freshman. Andy Matos is number 9, the sweeper, who is a junior. Brandon Carrion, number 12, defender, a junior. Brian Gaynor, number 13, a midfielder and a sophomore. Derek Smith, number 16, a midfielder, a junior. And Luis Ramos is number 0, the goalkeeper, and he is also a junior. This is a game this evening that the Admirals have got to step up and play a defensive match because Lorain Catholic has tremendous speed on the front line. They love to send the ball long and run after it. They have been very successful at it. Billy Waters kicks it. It was redirected by Amato and almost got past the goalkeeper, but it was safe. So we'll go down the other way. Let's see here. Okay, Waters has the ball. He sends it across to Neal. Neal's on the ball, takes a left-footed shot, and the ball ricochets to the left and goes out of bounds. We'll have a restart with a direct kick from the Admirals, a goal kick. Once again, these guys are playing on a field that's approximately 120 yards in length by 60 feet in width. They're big, they're fast, and get out of the way when they come at you. Jason Amato, number 4, takes the ball to the outside. Basconi handles it, trying to cross it back over to Amato, who runs a little long. Over to number 5 for the Admirals, Grant Engel. We'll have a throw-in for Lorain Admiral King, number 12. Brandon Carrion will throw the ball in. Waters trying to control the ball. Crosses it. Number 10, Derek Turton. And Luis Ramos picks the ball up for the Admirals, comes to the top of the box, and he'll punt it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Nick Damachia, the coach of the Lorain Admiral King boys soccer team, is assisted by Jacob Perez, a former Admiral himself, as he played for back in 1993, 4, 5, somewhere in that area, and 2 undefeated teams for the Admirals under Coach Pat Zeroli, who I did see in the crowd here earlier this evening. I couldn't talk him into coming up, but I did get to say hello to him. Ball runs out of bounds. If these young men can learn how to play the game, there's plenty of talent on the sidelines teaching it to them, with Damakias and Perez and Dave Thomas and Matai. Mike Ferris is an assistant coach over at Lorain Catholic as well. It's passed by Brandon Neal. Shot taken by number 2, Brett Costello, is blocked. Runs to the outside. And the ball sent out by the Admirals number 12, Brandon Carrion. Ricocheted off a Lorain Catholic player and be a throw-in for the Admirals. Brandon Neal after the ball, being guarded by, looked like Roy Penny, if I'm not mistaken there. It's number 15, that is correct. And there's a throw-in and a shot by number 13? Matt Kazak, excuse me. I believe that was Matt for Lorain Catholic, number 13. And if it's not, we'll give him credit for it anyhow. Joe Bach is working the camera this evening, as he did in the ladies' game. There's a cross by Lorain Catholic, and the ball goes out of bounds across the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. And we have a substitution coming into the ball game for the Admirals. Number 18 is Chris Goforth. Comes into the ball game, and number 5, Grant Engel, will be leaving. Engel is a junior midfielder, and Goforth is a junior midfielder. So one junior for another. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of Lorain Catholic, it'll be a throw-in for King. Ball was tossed into Brian Gaynor and missed. Basconi has the ball. He's bumped off of the ball. Adams Tubbs with the ball. Matt Vincic handles it. Goforth on the outside. It's taken away by number 23 for Lorain Catholic, Kevin Paul. Kevin crosses the ball, trying to get it over to Brandon Neal. Daniel Lucas comes back on the defensive side. Number 12 for Lorain Admiral King is Brandon Carrion, is playing defense, as Costello tries to cross it. Waters has the ball, trying to get a shot off, and we have 2 defensive plays there made by Roy Penny and Jason Amato. So they stuck right with it. They didn't move and they stayed in front of Waters so he couldn't get the shot off. However, it did ricochet off of them, and Lorain Catholic will have a corner kick. Kick is taken by Brett Costello. He puts it in front of the goal, and up goes Tubbs for a header and gets directed to the outside and controlled by number 10, Derek Turton. Turton crosses it, and it's shot taken by Matt Kazik. Goes over the top for a three-pointer. Oh no, wrong sport. Through the uprights, above the bar, and we'll have a goal kick. That bar going across the top of the goal is very tough for the referees. They really have to keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't hit that 4-inch part of the goal that is legal and in play versus the top, which puts the ball out of play. Throw in by Neal, with a shot taken by Adam Tubbs, or at least a cross, and a save by Luis Ramos. Ramos is going to have his work cut out for him tonight. Huh? Yes. You don't get to hear Joe Bach, but every now and then he talks to me and I answer him, so please don't think I'm too loony if it sounds like I'm talking to myself. Number 19 is Anthony Campana, sends it up to Tubbs. Tubbs trying to get it out to the outside to Brandon Neal. Headed back, and the throw in by Nick Garver. Garver to Neal. There's a push on number 4 for the Admirals, Jason Amato. For the other number 4, Shuhung Lee, I believe his name is. We're going to call him Lee anyhow. We have a pair of number 4s for the and a pair of number 8s for the Admirals. So if we get them confused, please forgive us. Amato comes over, tries to save the ball, but it goes out, and Lorain Catholic will throw it in. Adam Tubbs. Switches field, sends it across. The ball's being chased down by Riccardi. Nate didn't quite make it. It got hit by an Admiral, so it went out of bounds. So Waters gets the ball, tries to make a churn, takes a left-footed kick, goes wide left, and it'll be a goal kick for the Admirals. Luis Ramos coming into the ball game for the Admirals. Number 5, Grant Engel, and number 17, Jim Doherty. Out for the Admirals is number 6, David Ross, and number 18, Chris Goforth. Kick is taken. The ball is headed out of bounds. So the Admirals have a throw in from the far side. Somebody brought a toy to the ball game. It's either that or we're at the Indians game and we're listening to John Adams. There's a pass in. Waters tries to direct it to the center. Amato clears it. 23 for Lorain Catholic is Kevin Paul. Paul into Waters. Waters distributes it to Neal. Neal has a shot and didn't quite get his foot into it. And Luis Ramos, my very best friend tonight, we'll be calling his name a lot. LC has the ball. Tubbs gives it to Costello. Costello's dribbling down, going to try and cross it. Gets a fairly weak kickoff, and nothing develops out of it. Tubbs heads the ball, or sends the ball, and nice save. Brandon Neal with a turnaround kick. Excellent defensive play by the Admirals. There's another cross and a miss. Number 10, Derek Turton crossed the ball. I don't know if it was Waters or Neal that tried to get the kickoff, but it went wide right. We have 26 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half in a scoreless tie. Coming into the ball game for Lorain Admiral King is number 6. David Ross. Leaving the field is number 12, Brandon Carrion. Billy Waters left the field for Lorain Catholic, but I did not get the number of the sub for him. Brandon Neal gets a header. Amato. Nick Carver. The ball down to number 10, which is Derek Turton. Turton tries a cross. Amato sticks his foot out and stops the ball. Attempted cross there, and the ball, you notice that Lorain Catholic just keeps trying to lay the ball inside the box there. Brandon Neal does a kickback and is trying to get in and take a shot. They had two defenders. Adam Tubbs comes up, takes a shot, and Amato saves it. Or excuse me, Ramos saves it. Luis Ramos makes the save. It's a pretty good game so far here. The longer the Admirals can stay in this thing, the more confidence they're going to get. They're missing Garth Hannigan, who's an excellent player for them. And top that, you know, when you're missing a good defensive man, you've got your problems. In addition to that, I started checking his schedule here. I mean, the roster, I don't see Matt Vincik's name on here, so evidently there's a little bit of problem there, and Matt's not there, who has a cannon for a leg. But Adam Tubbs lays it out to Brandon Neal, and defender Amato comes over and clears the ball, so it'll be a throw-in for Lorain Catholic. There was a coaching change here at Lorain Admiral King this year with Nick DeMacchia coming in, and I think some of the players are learning the hard way that when the coach says to do something, you say when, how, and how high do you want me to jump or whatever, because he is the boss. He knows the game, he's played the game, he coached 4 years at Old Fort before he graduated from Bowling Green and came to Lorain Admiral King. He's teaching at the Clearview High School, special ed, and coaching our boys. Hey, number 16, Derek Smith. That's not Derek Smith, that looks like Vincik. Somebody's fooling Summers here, because that's Vincik. That's not hard to do, but when I see him run, I know who it is, because he's got a lot of speed and good ball skills. So, Matt Vincik, number 16. Brandon Neal breaks loose, and he tries to take a left-footed kick, topples over the ball, and Luis Ramos makes the save. No, you know what? That is Derek Smith. Gotcha, Summers, gotcha. I see that red glow to his hair, and now I know who it is from the other night when they played Southview. So Derek Smith, number 16, stepping it up for the Admirals. Admirals have a free kick. Shuhong Lee will take the kick for the Admirals. Saved by the keeper for Lorain Catholic, Nick Tomazine. David Ross gets the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Lorain Catholic. Tubbs with the ball for Lorain Catholic. Over to Waters. Waters tries to take a kick. It's blocked by Amato, but he gets it back. He lays it back to Brandon Neal, who takes a left-footed shot and shanks it to the left. So they're getting their opportunities, but they're either going wide or we're having some beautiful saves by Luis Ramos. Lewis is a junior, wears number 0. You see him there in his blue goalie shirt. The goalies must wear a different colored shirt than the field players, and they're the only players on the field that are allowed to legally use their hands as long as they're within their defined area. Number 10 for Lorain Catholic, Derek Turton. Going across the middle, tries to pass, and he took a shot, but Looks like number 2, Costello, ricocheted off of Costello, and we'll have a goal kick. Luis Ramos with the kick out to Mr. Basconi. David traps the ball, gets away from him. Now he recovers it. He sends it downfield, trying to get the ball out to number 7, Joe Green, who's in the ball game for Admiral King. Number 17, Jim Doherty, fouls Billy Waters, and Admiral King, or Lorain Catholic, will get a direct kick. Number 13 for the Spartans, Matt Kazik takes the kick, and Ramos gets the ball and will punt it out. Throw in. We have a substitution for Lorain Catholic. Coming back into the ball game is Brandon Neal. Going out is number 2, Brett Costello. Also leaving is number 10. I think it's number 10 from what I can see. Derek Turton. Adam Tubbs kicks it forward to Billy Waters, who left it to Tubb. Tubb takes a shot. It misses, goes off the goalkeeper's hand, and we have a corner kick. The ball went over the touchline, over the goal line, and the Spartans will get a corner kick. Adam Tubbs to come over and take the kick. And number 3, Jonathan Udovich comes over, and he's going to take the kick instead, and he gets it long. It's hit out by Amato. Lorain Catholic's trying to get a shot off. You got a whole wall of defenders for the Admirals. There's another shot that ricochets off the Admirals' defense, and another save. Another save by Luis Ramos. So the Admirals are playing swarming defense on the Spartans, and that's keeping them in the ball game. Derek Smith gets the ball for Admiral King. That's only about the second or third time he's been able to get the ball, and we've played a little over half of the first half. We're at the 18:30 mark. Basconi kicks the ball out of bounds. Be a Spartan throw-in. Tubbs with the ball, throws it down the lead pass to Brandon Neal, looking for Waters in the middle, who gets a breakaway and wide open. There's defensive play, but watch out. Oh, nice save by the keeper. Luis Ramos came out and took that ball just as Waters was ready to nail it. Luis is really doing a nice job back there. Into the ball game, number 13, Brian Gaynor. Out comes number 17, Jim Doherty. Ball comes out, Tubbs takes it. He's looking for Neal and Waters, who get to the outside. Centers it in, and 23 takes a shot for Kevin Paul for the Spartans, and it's saved by none other than Luis Ramos as he directs the ball over the net and through the bars. And Lorain Catholic will have a corner kick. Folks, you're missing a good ball game if you're not here tonight. This is a lot of excitement and a whole lot of fun to watch. I just got to thank Joe Bach for asking me to come down and fill in this evening. Lorain Catholic takes a corner kick. Waters went up. Evidently there was a push in the box by Lorain Catholic. It'll be a direct kick for Lorain Admiral King. Luis Ramos will take the kick. Those guys are breathing pretty hard down there, Joe. Lots of running. Waters gets the ball, saves it. Over to Brandon Neal, back to Waters. Waters takes a left-footed shot, and it goes wide. It's saved by Luis Ramos. Ramos comes out toward the top of the box. Well, he'll punt it. Where we are at the 16-minute mark left in the first half of this ball game in a 0-0 tie between Lorain Catholic Spartans and Admiral King Admirals. Ball goes off of Lorain Admiral King. Throw in Spartans. Throw in, I got a corner kick. The ball is ricocheted off David Ross's foot and goes out over the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick, or a corner kick, excuse me, for the Spartans. Number 2, Costello, Brett Costello, taps it into number 13, Matt Kazak. And we have, and I do believe we have an offside call. If I see the referee's arm go up, I'll know for sure. Must have been a push then. Yeah, no, there it is. There's the signal, indirect kick. That means that they were offsides. Gaynor traps the ball. He loves that black jersey he has on over there. He's got his hands all over it. But they call a foul, and they give the ball to Lorain Catholic, and they'll have a direct kick. There was a push. Evidently, the ball was moved in a little too close, and the referee says, "I don't want it there." There's a nice header try by Bill Waters. And we'll have a goal kick for the Admirals. I know how difficult it is for the kids to run up and down this field. I'll tell you what, when I used to do the Lorain Catholic games and with Elyria Catholic and some of those, we didn't cheat upfield too much because, boy, I'll tell you, you had to be back for the counterattack. It takes a lot of running. David Vasconi, a chest trap back. Nice pass by David to Grant Engel. But Lorain Catholic gets a hold of the ball, and Brandon Neal dribbles it down and goes off an Admirals defender. I do believe it was Jason Amato that was in the way. Goes off, and once again, Costello, Brett Costello, will take the corner kick for Lorain Catholic. They run a set play, ball curves in, and Luis Ramos goes up and saves it for the Admirals. Boots it long, gets it over the midfield stripe. Number 13 for Kazak for the Spartans gets the ball. Now we have Tubbs and Neal sharing the ball. He passes up to Waters, and he better get back on defense. Okay, good job, well done. Jason Amato got back there just in time to get his foot in the way, and Waters took a kick and it went out of bounds. So Luis Ramos will take the kick for the Admirals. Sets the ball a little few yards inside of the goal box. Gets a kick off. Gaynor ricochets off Gaynor's foot, and it goes out of bounds. Brian Gaynor, a sophomore midfielder for the Admirals. Ball's thrown in. And Mr. Tubbs went to get it for Lorain Catholic. However, number 6, David Ross, got up under him and got called for the push. So Lorain Catholic will have a direct kick from approximately 30, that's really about 40 yards when you take the 10 yards in the end zone. And he'll cross it over, and they try to do a header in. Header by number 10 is Derek Turton. But he gets blocked by the Admirals, goes out of bounds, and will set up another corner kick as Brett Costello tries to do it again. Oh my, oh my. That was a nice cross. Nobody was there. Brandon Neal had it go off of his chest, and Ramos came up with the ball. Gaynor playing the defense, gets the ball off of number 14 for Lorain Catholic. Nick Garver. Garver will take the throw in. Roy Penny kicks the ball out of bounds for the Admirals. Roy is he's a senior and a defensive player. Ball's thrown in, stopped by King. Waters gets the ball, and he's working it, trying to cross it. It's stopped again, and Amato tries to clear the ball. Costello on the outside is trying to head it and come in. The ball is cleared. I'll get you a number here in a second, folks. Number 14 for the Admirals is Taggart, Patrick Taggart. Patrick is a freshman midfielder. So there's a reason why Patrick looks small. He's in his first year at the high school level, and there is quite a difference between the freshman, sophomore players and those junior and senior players, just in the physical size. And this is a game that can become very physical. Tubbs takes the kick, and it goes wide left. And we have another corner kick as it went off of an Admiral. We have 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half with a 0-0 tie. Lorain Admiral King Admirals and the Lorain Catholic Spartans. Nick Damachia has to be very pleased with the defense of his team at this point in the game. They're hanging in there. Brandon Neal comes in for a header, goes the wrong way, heads it back out to Costello, who sends it back over, and Derek Smith heads it out for the Admirals. Kick is taken by 14, send it down to the center. And we have a dangerous play. We have a kick by number 4, Lee. Suhong Lee did a high kick to try and clear the ball with an attacker next to him, and the referee calls a dangerous play. The ball will be set in the penalty box. It is approximately about 10 yards from the mouth of the goal, and it'll be an indirect kick. It must hit another player before it can go into the goal. Lorain Catholic tries to get a few players in the middle of that line so that they can have it kicked at them and duck. Meanwhile, the Admirals line up and say, "Oh, please, God, don't hit me," because this could be a bullet. Tubbs takes the kick, it's touched, and it goes, and it went in. He almost got the ball out. We have a stoppage in play with an 8:48. At the 8:48 mark, we have a goal for Lorain Catholic. I'm not sure who got the goal, but I do know, I believe it was Anthony Tubbs that headed it in, or headed it over there, but I don't know who it went off of. The Admirals headed the ball twice. It just went up and finally went into the back of the net. So that was tough, but unfortunately, you know, it was good defense, but unfortunately for the Admirals, it was resulted in a goal for Lorain Catholic. So the Admirals kick off. Roy Penny sends it skyward. Adam Tubbs gets a hold of the ball. Grant Engel on the defense out on Costello. Engel takes the ball away, but it goes out of bounds. My unofficial assistant out here, Ed Gaynor, it tells me that it was Adam Tubbs, number 11 for Lorain Catholic, that gets credit for that ball. He headed it, it bounced off 2 Admirals and ended up in the net. Now we have some mass substitutions here for the Admirals as number 16, Derek Smith, comes out for a breather. Number 8, Daniel Lucas comes out. Gaynor tries to head the ball. Number 14 for the Admirals is number Pat Target. Taggart kicks it again. It's finally cleared now by number 5, Grant Engel. The Admirals are just not able to mount any type of an attack here this evening when they're missing their starting forward, Matt Vincic. I saw Matt here earlier, but I do not know why he's not playing this evening. We'll try and find out for you at the half. There's a shot by number 10, Derek Turton, and it goes wide. Luis Ramos will take the kick for the Admirals. We have a goal kick. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half of play. With the score, Lorain Catholic 1, Lorain Admiral King nothing. Ball sent long by number 10, I do believe that is, at the midfielder, Derek Turton. And we have a foul on Lorain Catholic as Pat Taggart was laid out there on about the 37-yard line. And the Admirals sent it down. That's about the furthest they go on. There we got David Basconi with the ball, looking for some support. Crosses it over to number 7, Joe Green. Mean Joe Green. Ball's Admirals number 4. That would be Lee, Suhong Lee. And Amato clears the ball. Jason Amato sends it down. Keeper for Lorain Catholic comes out to get it. Tomazine. Ball's intercepted by Gaynor. Goforth comes back to give him a hand. Nice play there by number 14 for the Admirals. And Pat Target going down. Gets a header and sends the ball down to the Lorain Catholic goalkeeper, Nick Tomazine. Nick punts the ball out. Amato trying to save it. He's got Brandon Neal on his case, and Waters comes over, steals the ball, and has a breakaway with Amato, or with Roy Penny on him. Roy gets a foot in the way, and we have a corner kick. Good defensive play by Roy Penny, a senior for the Admirals. Number 15, Roy Penny, defensive senior. Brett Costello comes over to the far side to take the corner kick, trying to get it into Tubbs. Adam redirects the ball, but Amato saves it. Jason had a nice save on that ball. The ball sent back down in toward the corner and runs long as the Spartans try to gain another attack. The ball runs out over the goal line, and we have another goal kick. Luis Ramos to take the kick for the Admirals. We have a substitution. Derek Smith coming back into the ball game for number 7, Joe Green. Little mean Joe Green going to take a breather. Joe did a real nice job there with that header. David Basconi. Brandon Neal with the ball. Crosses it to Waters. Waters steps up to speed, gets a breakaway, tries a kick, and it goes wide. But it went off the Admirals, and we have another corner kick. They must have had close to a dozen corner kicks, which is obvious by the way they're attacking down there. But I give the Admirals credit. They are playing a wonderful ball game. When you stop and think of the two quality players that they are missing today, they're doing a real good job of sucking it up and staying in this ball game. There's the kick. Luis Ramos goes up and grabs it. Brett Costello's kick is taken by Ramos, who puts it out. Derek Smith comes over, and Adam Tubbs tries to save it and goes off his foot. David Basconi to take the throw in. Gets the ball down, however, its ball is controlled by Lorain Catholic. Grant Engel tried to redirect that one for the Admirals, and Brett Costello tries to lay the pass down the far sideline, goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Admiral King. Throw-in goes to Amato. The ball is stolen by Tubbs. A nice defensive play by number 6. David Ross does a nice kick to get the ball away from Adam. And David Basconi sends the ball down the far side, but it'll be a throw-in for Lorain Catholic. We're at the 2-minute and 18-second mark of the first half. The score, Lorain Catholic 1, Lorain Admiral King nothing. Brandon Neal sends it off the top of his head, controls the ball. He's looking for Waters long. Dribbles to the outside now because he can't get through. Watch his left foot, folks. The Admirals kick the ball out of bounds, and they're going to take their chances by giving him a corner kick. And I can't say that I blame them, because if you get Brandon Neal and Billy Waters and Adam Tubbs in that front and let them distribute the ball, it would be a long night. Amato makes the save. And we have dangerous play. Dangerous play. Looked like number 16, or no, has to be What number is that over there on the far side? That must be number 10, Derek Turton. Was called for a dangerous play. We have an indirect kick, and Luis Ramos kicks the ball out to Jason Amato. The ball did not clear the penalty area, therefore they must retake the kick. They do not have to give the ball up, they just retake the kick. He must be outside that area before he touches the ball, and he was inside. So he can't touch it until it goes over that 18-yard mark, right where the referee is standing. So Ramos sends it long, 23 for Lorain Catholic. Kevin Paul stops it. Adam Tubbs with his foot and his left arm gets control of the ball. Waters trying to get it, makes a save, bounces back off his foot and goes out of bounds. So Luis Ramos will tee it up again. (19, 18, 17 seconds as the first half winds down. Amato kicks it out. Tubbs has the ball, takes a shot, goes wide, and that'll be the half. At the half, it's Lorain Catholic 1, Admiral King nothing, and we will be back for the second half kickoff in just a moment.
Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 7 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now at 36690 Detroit Road in Avon. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Okay, here we are with the second half action as Lorain Catholic kicks off. And the ball now is being controlled by Kevin Paul, who crosses it over to Bill Waters, to Brian Neal. The Admirals are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you got about 7, 8 players back there playing in the defense. And we've got a goal kick coming up. Nick Demakia had his troops fired up before they come out at the second half. I want a special thanks today to Adelphi Cable for sponsoring tonight's action. Adelphi, your finest for all your communication needs. Cable, digital cable, long distance, and the fastest internet connection. PowerLink. Call Adelphi. I have it at home. There's a kick, gonna run out of bounds, and we're gonna have a goal kick. WLCS TV, Channel 20, where you can see our kids in action. You name the sport and Joe Bach has it on tape. Brandon Carrion cleared the ball out. The ball's taken by number 8 for the Admirals. Daniel Lucas. And he loses the ball, it's kicked out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for the Admirals. Brandon Carrion throws the ball in. Sends it deep, trying to get it to Derek Smith. A little too long. Waters gets the ball, tapped away by Roy Penny. Long pass down, lead pass to Waters. Waters being defended by Amato. Jason has his hands full. He crosses it to Brandon Neal, but Roy Penny and whoa, they call a trip outside the box on Roy Penny on number 11, Adam Tubbs. That's going to give the Spartans the ball, a direct kick at about, looks to be, that's on the football 10, so that's 20 yards from the goal. It takes the kick. It's a bullet that ricochets off the top. It hits the crossbar. It's still in play. And Brandon Neal sends it out to Brett Costello. Cleared by Gaynor. Brian clears the ball. There's a shot in. Trouble, and Bill Waters catches up with it, kicks it, goes over high through the upright, and we have a goal kick. Mr. Amato and Mr. Carrion having a discussion there to watch that middle. Cover my area when I have to go out, he's telling them. Kick the header. Roy Penny kicks it out. Jason Amato kicks it. Derek Smith tried to clear the ball, but it got stopped. Waters gets the ball. Amato comes down. Beautiful, beautiful save by Amato. Amato came down. Jason did a wonderful slide tackle from the side. Did not make any contact and got the ball, even though Lorain Catholic will get a corner kick. Waters can be very deadly from that area. He did a wonderful job and didn't foul him for a penalty kick. So I do believe that should be Costello takes the kick. Sends it long. Derek Turton tries to save it. Waters does save it before it goes across the line. He's dribbling it back. And the ball's taken away by David Basconi and Roy Penny. Taken out to Derek Smith. To Gaynor. Brandon Neal recovers the ball. Drops it back to Anthony Tubbs, who sets it up. Oh, excuse me, that was not Anthony Tubbs. That was number 10. That was Derek Turton, who then gave it to Adam. Derek Smith gets the ball. He's being defended. That young man's got his hands all over him. However, if the men in fuchsia do not call it, it is not called. That's not pink, folks. That's fuchsia. That's an alternate color because of Lorain Catholic wearing the black road uniforms. Brandon Neal hits it back in toward the center of the field. Adam Tubbs battling with David Basconi. Jason Amato. And the ball runs out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Admirals. Brandon Carrion throws it in to Derek Smith, to David Basconi, to Brett Costello, over to Waters. Waters sends it long on the outside. I do believe he's setting it there for Turton. Lorain Catholic is very good ball handlers. They know where to play the ball out to the outside. They've got a lot of speed. They send the ball upfield and they just try to run up on it. Jason Amato saves it out. Brett Costello gets the ball. Brandon Carrion came across, made a nice stop. Brett Costello has the ball, sends it back over. He's being guarded by Gaynor. Brandon Neal tries to get a turn with the ball, pushes off the attacker, and we have a call. Brandon Neal used his arm to help Brandon Carrion. He gave him, as I like to call it, a how do you do, and put him on the ground. And the Admirals get the ball. Play it to the outside. Grant Engel received the ball from David Lucas. Number 19 is Anthony Campana for the Spartans. That red and black jersey sometimes gets a little tough to see there, Joe. I have to have some kind of excuse for messing up. Basconi clears it. Ball sent down deep. Ooh. Costello sends it long. Gaynor gets the ball, sends it back. Unfortunately, the Admirals were offside. David Lucas and Derek Smith were coming back at a snail's pace and got caught because there was a counterattack and the ball got sent long and it was an offside. Next time they'll hustle. They're working hard, folks. They're doing a good job. Brandon Neal has the ball. Brandon over the Tubbs. In Waters takes a shot. A beautiful block by Luis Ramos. What a nice save by Luis. Billy Waters took a beautiful kick, and luckily for the Admirals, Luis was there. He's going to wake up tonight, Joe, jumping out of bed, trying to save everything. Another save by Ramos. .23 running the ball down. Kevin Paul for Lorain Catholic drops it back. Waters Waters almost got the ball open by himself there. He just couldn't control it. Brandon Neal is open. And Amato clears the ball out. Brett Costello is going to try and send it over to Adam Tubbs, who takes the shot, and it's up through the uprights. And I guess he'll have to save that for tomorrow night. 31 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second half. 1-0 on a goal by Adam Tubbs at the 8:48 mark of the first half. No scoring since then, but numerous saves by Luis Ramos. Kick by Ramos. That would be Doherty, number 17, Jimmy Doherty, trying to clear it. Adam Tubbs takes a shot, and Luis Ramos comes up with the ball. Luis sends that ball down, and it's headed by number 6 for Lorain Catholic, Nate Riccardi, and set long down into the Spartans. Nick Tomazine. Every now and then we got to get Nick's name in there, so they send the ball down to him. The goalkeeper, Waters, is trying to track that one down. It gets beat to it by Jason Amato. The Spartans then gain control. Crossing it to Tubbs. Tubbs looking wide to either Costello or he's going to take a shot. And Luis Ramos comes up with the ball. There's a holding by Lorain Catholic's number 19, Anthony Campata. On number 4, Shihong Lee. Or no, excuse me, number 14, Patrick Taggart. Lee takes the kick from the back, gets the ball down to Derek Smith. Unfortunately for Derek, when he trapped the ball, it went back. Instead of going forward, it came back, or he would have had an opportunity for a one-on-one with the keeper. Ball's controlled by number 10, Turton. Derek sends it down. Tries to send it down to Billy Waters. Waters has the ball now. He's crossing, looking for Neal, looking for, oh, nice save. A shot by number 23, Kevin Paul, on a beautiful pass by Bill Waters, is saved by Luis Ramos. Waters controls the ball, coming down, he's going to take another shot. He went wide and it scores at the 28-24 mark. 28-24 mark of the second period. Bill Waters scores for Lorain Catholic, and the score is now Lorain Catholic 2, Admiral King nothing. And his number is number 4, Bill Waters. So it looks like John Adams gets to beat the drum over there for a little bit. Okay, the Admiral's got to get something launched here. I'm sure the kids will tell you moral victory isn't going to hack it, but they have nothing to hang their heads about, and this game is a long way from being over. However, you've got to get down to the other end to get a goal. Lorain Catholic clears the ball out. Tubbs gains control of it after a pass from Brandon Neal. Costello. Ball goes out of bounds. Last kick by number 6 from the Spartans, Nate Riccardi. Jason Amato taking the throw in for the Admirals. Brandon Neal. David Basconi, Brandon Neal. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Brandon Neal. It's going to be a Lorain Admiral King throw in. We have a substitution for the Admirals. Number 7 coming into the ball game, Joe Green. Mean Joe Green comes in. Number 12, Brandon Carrion. Number 17 and number 13 come off the field. Number 17 is Jim Doherty. Number 13 is Brian Gaynor. For Lorain Catholic, number 2 and number 6 are leaving the field. Number 2 is going to be Costello. Number 6 is Riccardi. I did not get the subs on that. My apologies to LC. Number 15 is Eric Roast, is in for Lorain Catholic. Just handled the ball a little bit ago. David Basconi comes over and sends the ball over the touch line. Throw in for Lorain Catholic. Carrion tries to clear it out. Derek Smith trying to get the ball. Carrion gets it back over to Derek Smith. Derek Smith is looking long to number 8 for the Admirals, and Daniel Lucas is trying to get to the ball, and it's kicked out of bounds by Lorain Catholic's number 16, Matt Mahalski. Throw in coming by the Admirals by Brandon Carrion. And we're down there. We're inside of the box almost there, Joe. That's where they need to be. Nice throw in, going along to Derek Smith. Runs long and is picked up by the keeper, Nick Tomazine, for Lorain Catholic. Ball went long. Waters heads it down long. Jason Amato kicks it. Waters comes flying into him. No call. Didn't make contact, so no harm, no foul. That's for sure. Nothing wrong with that. He's just going up, being aggressive. Brandon Neal to take the throw in. Brandon Carrion kicks it out. Brandon Neal will throw it again. Brandon to Brandon. Ball gets thrown in, comes into the center to number 3, has the ball right now, takes a shot. Oh, nice save. That ball was going in. Number 3, Jonathan Udovich took the shot, and it was saved by Luis Ramos. That ball had to be right at the line, Joe. We have a dangerous play here on Lorain Catholic. It'll be an indirect kick for the Admirals. In football terms, the ball is at about the 37-yard line, which makes it about 47. He's going to move it up a little bit. What the heck? No, the other referee says, oh, no, you can't do that. We get paid big bucks to keep you straight here. Number 4, Lee for Admiral King. Shi-Hung Lee sends it down. Keeper Tomazine scoops it up and sends it. Adam Tubbs sends it along to Waters. Waters got a breakaway here with speed on top of Jason. And Waters is he's going one-on-one with, oh my goodness, and Luis Ramos makes a beautiful save. I don't know how he did that, Joe. He must have a magnet that he's using with that ball. What a nice save. What a nice play by Luis Ramos, and a great effort by Billy Waters. Roy Penny comes over. Roy got in the way and got leveled by number 19, Anthony Campana. And Jason Amato kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in by number 3, Udovich. I'm sorry, Jonathan Udovich. And what do we have? A stoppage in play here. Everybody's kneeling down, catching a few players. All right, we have a time. Evidently, we have a player that's injured. Number 19 for Lorain Catholic, Anthony Campana, is limping. Went down on one knee. Referees call time. David Dury's going to chase him down, see if he's okay. And the sub coming into the ball game for Lorain Catholic is number 14, Nick Garver, I do believe. So Garver comes in. Waters gets the ball in the throw in. He's being defended by Roy Penny. Carry-on. There's a kick. And Luis Ramos comes over and scoops it up before Brandon Neal can get to it. Sends the ball downfield. The Lorain Catholic defenders are doing a very good job of controlling the midfield, sending the short pass downfield. Brandon Neal. Brandon Clay, there's the name from the past. He was a great player there at Admiral King several years ago, about 7 years ago. So the ball's controlled. Tubbs takes a shot, it gets blocked. Tubbs gets the ball back, takes another shot, and it goes wide left. So with 22-23 left in the first half, the score is Lorain Catholic 2, Lorain Admiral King nothing. On a goal at 8:48 by Adam Tubbs and another by Bill Waters at the 28-24 mark of the second half. Ramos's kick. Waters going up for it. Over to Tubbs. Tubbs takes a kick. It's wide left. We have substitution. Here comes Gaynor, number 13, Brian Gaynor. No, I remember when Brian Gaynor played city soccer and I was refereeing. I went to do their game one day, Joe, and I picked him up by the waist, flipped him over to check his cleats, and had him up in the air, and he's never forgot about it. And he's going to be real upset that I told everybody in the city of Lorain that I did that. But that's okay, Gaynor. You're getting to be a big boy now. Actually, your dad put me up to that, so if you want to blame someone, blame him. Okay, for the Admirals. Shohong Lee takes the kick. Gets a nice kick down to Gaynor. Keeper came out of the box, got the ball, sends it out of bounds. It's Brandon Carry-on looking, he's going to do the throw in here. A nice crowd out here this evening at George Daniel Field. Beautiful night. There's a long throw in, headed out by Lorain Catholic. Brandon Neal then hands it over across to the center, and the ball is sent down deep by the Admirals. Get that number for you here in a second. Number 6, David Ross. David goes up on that one and heads it. Adam Tubbs saves it, sends it long to Adam Neal. Adam Neal's running on it with Amato on top. Amato makes a nice play. Doesn't make contact, but he slips and falls. But the important thing is they keep him from scoring. Number 3, Jonathan Udovich is throwing the ball in, throws it into Tubbs. Tubbs turns, wheels, deals. Number 14 for Lorain Catholic coming up trying to take a shot. That would have been Nick Graver, but that ball was blocked by the Admirals. Amato stops it. We got Waters trying to get the ball, and Roy Penny did a nice job of clearing it. Spartan stopped the attack, but it's countered by number 6 from the Admirals with David Ross, who gets the ball. Brandon Carry-on got a little banged up there, but Amato comes up with another save. And Adam Tubbs, and there we go. We got Brandon Carry-on and Brian Gaynor tried to get the ball. It goes out of bounds off of him. There's David Basconi sent it. No, that isn't David. That's number 6, David Ross, who heads it out. Ball's taken by number 13, Matt Kazik. There's a shot on the far side by Lorain Catholic. Goes wide, and we'll have a goal kick. We also have a stoppage in play as Derek Smith comes back into the ball game. Number 16 and number 8 for the Admirals. Daniel Lucas. Going out is number 7, Mean Joe Green, and number 18, Chris Goforth. Also coming out for the Admirals is number 12, Brandon Carry-on, and I believe Jim Doherty, number 17, reports into the ball game. Ball goes out of bounds, out of Basconi. David tried to turn it, hit his chest, and went out of bounds. There's a throw in. Basconi again. Basconi sends it up. He's trying to get up to Derek Smith. They just got to get that ball and give him about 5 yards of start up there so they can get it. Adam Tubbs has the ball. Sends it across to the middle. Trying to get it to Waters. Waters takes down number 8 for the Admirals, which is Daniel Lucas from behind. So the Admirals will have a direct kick at about the 20-yard line. And okay, it stopped over there by Lorain Catholic and then goes off of the Admirals, number 5, Grant Engel. Udovich takes the throw in. Jason Amato sends the ball up. David Ross. Grant Engel. David Lucas all battling. There's Derek Smith. There's a nice save by the Spartans, number 16. Matt Mahalski. Plenty of action this evening. 17 minutes left in the ball game. Ball goes out of bounds, hits the referee, who was standing out of bounds. And we have a substitution for Lorain Catholic. Number 3 is going out, and that would be Jonathan Udovich. And coming into the ball game, looks like number 20 would be Mike Vanderhoof. Brandon Neal. Tubbs gets the ball. Number 12 for Lorain Catholic. Sheen Kiley tried to save it, but the ball went out of bounds. Throw in for the Admirals. David Vasconi puts everything he's got into it, puts it back there. Oh, a little bit of shove in the back, didn't get called there, so we'll just have to play on. Not allowed to call him from the box up here, am I? That's right, I can call him, but it won't count. That's what they said when I was on the field. You're wrong, ref. Ball saved by David Dury. Okay, throw in for the Admirals. Ball does not come in and changes hands. It'll be a throw-in for Lorain Catholic. And number 16 for Lorain Catholic, Matt Mahalski does a throw-in over to Brandon Neal, to Adam Tubbs, to Derek Smith for the Admirals. Eric Rost for the Lorain Catholic. Waters trying to get the ball out wide. Ball's kicked by Roy Penny out of bounds. Went off of, kicked the ball, went out of bounds off of Billy Waters, and it'd be an Admirals throw in. Nice play there by Roy Penny. He's just being aggressive. Danny Basconi does a stop. Nice stop. Stopped the ball before it went out of bounds, turned around, came back and cleared it. Good job by David Basconi. Basconi's a defender. He's a junior this year. Ball runs out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Admiral King. We have a sub. Number 6 for number 12. Number 6 is David Ross comes out, and Brandon Carrion comes in. Carrion will take the throw. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second half of the ball game. Another throw-in. Brandon Carrion over to the side. He's going to go long. He's trying to get it into Derek Smith. Ball's headed back out. Good defensive play. Carrion then gets the ball, runs into Adam Tubbs. The ball goes downfield and runs out of bounds, and it's a Lorain Catholic throw-in from down in near the corner. Brandon Neal tries to get the ball, went over his head. Let's see, number 17 for the Jim Doherty kicks the ball out of bounds, throws in from Neal to Adam Tubbs. Adam Tubbs crosses it to Waters, who tries to do a step. He does flick it back to Brandon Neal. Brandon Neal goes into the center. Adam Tubbs comes up with the ball. He's bumped by Brandon Carrion. Gets around to the side, looking to pass it over, and Jason Amato hits the ball out. Number 12 Kiley had the ball for Lorain Catholic. Derek Smith to Amato, to Basconi. Basconi tries to send it down to Derek Smith. Derek Smith gets bumped. Loses control of the ball, comes over to the Admirals' Jim Doherty. Doherty sends it down, trying to get it to Grant Engel. When they do send it long, there's no one there, so the ball runs out of bounds. So it's a throw-in for Lorain Catholic. And we have a substitution. We have 3 players coming in for Lorain Catholic. I'll do my best to figure out who they are for you folks, but we'll go from there. Number 6, number 10, and one on the far side I'm not sure of. So that would be Riccardi, Turton, set long to Brandon Neal. Name of the game is get it to your attackers, to your forward. Control the midfield. Ball is cleared by number 2. Was by Brett Costello down to Adam Tubbs. Adam Tubbs trying to. Now we got a whistle. Do we have a stoppage? No, we do not have a stoppage. We've got a push. The push is on, would appear to be on Lorain Catholic, which means that Lorain Admiral King will have a direct kick. There's a stoppage in time. We have a stoppage in play as David Dury goes out to attend to the injured Admiral. I'm not sure what number that is, Joe. Admiral King and Lorain Catholic. Lorain Catholic, a perennial powerhouse in Lorain County, constantly at the district and regional levels, trying to push their way into a state. Excellent soccer program. Lorain Admiral King is in a rebuilding process with their new first-year head coach. Number 12 for the Admirals is Brandon Carrion, who got tangled up over there and got pushed down. Brandon comes off, and we restart play with a kick from Lee. Was off the head of number 6, Riccardi. Throw in by Waters now. Waters looking down for Tubbs. Goes into the center of the field looking for number 10, I believe. Yep, number 10 for Lorain Catholic is Turton. Derek Turton. Basconi comes over. Nick Garver gets the ball. It's cleared by Amato. Jason Amato clears it off. Derek Smith trying to get to the ball. Can't quite get there. The ball is cleared by number 15, Eric Rost. Nate Riccardi. And goes out off of Admiral King, number 17. Jim Doherty came over. Gainer is in the way there. There's a nice play there. You got to get that ball away from Waters with all that speed. Gainers clears it up, trying to get it up to number 5, which would be Grant Engel, but the ball's taken away by Lorain Catholic. And number 6 for LC is Nate Riccardi, and he's trying to send it in. On the outside, we have Brett Costello, and we have another injury. We have Bill Waters going off the field, trying to walk it off, but had a momentary stinger there in the right foot, but he seems to be okay. You know, he could probably run faster on one foot than I can on two, Joe. He's a mover. We were watching the girls' game earlier with Lauren Kishman, and they have to be cousins. There's a shot in front of the goal, goes out of bounds off to the left. So we need to bring Lauren Kishman up here to play defense against Billy Waters, huh? Cousin versus cousin. Okay, here we go. Luis Ramos to put the ball back into play. We have about 3 subs coming in for our Lorain Catholic as Coach Thomas is subbing rather freely. he does have the game in control from the standpoint of most of the attacking is being done out at the Admiral side of the field. Brandon Neal takes a shot with his left foot, and it's picked up by Ramos. Luis Ramos makes another nice save. Back to Neal. Over to Tubbs. Tubbs to Waters. Waters back to 23 is Paul, Kevin Paul. And there's 3 or 4 Admirals that get in the way of that. And we will have a corner kick. We have 8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the ball game. The score is Lorain Catholic 2, Admiral King nothing. Corner kick coming in. Going long, Brandon Neal goes up, does a header, doesn't make it, goes wide. It's going over to Turton. Turton's trying to churn. And number 14 for the Admirals, Pat Taggart gets in the way and intercepts the ball. Goes back, there's a pass to Adam Tubbs. David Ross is clearing it. Back out to number 10, which would be Turton. Turton runs up the back of Mr. Gaynor. You stand up tall there, Mr. Gaynor. And unfortunately, it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be LC's ball again. Turton takes the throw in. Ball is headed back to him. He sends it down. He's trying to get it, pass over to Brett Costello. Amato missed the ball, but he was able to recover it. Danny Bascodi comes up, gets the ball, kicks it up to Derek Smith. Smith and Brandon Carrion run into each other and momentarily break away. Admirals are tired, you can see it, but they're giving it all they got. There's no give up on these kids, and that's excellent to see, very good to see. There's a shot from the far side, it's picked up by Luis Ramos. You know, Joe, if I was keeping track of all the saves we have, I'd probably be on my 3rd sheet of paper. Our Chevy player of the game tonight should be Luis Ramos with those saves. There's a save by, well, we got Adam Tubbs decides he's going to use his foot to kick the ball in his left hand to push the guy down, and the referee says, not today, son. Adams is aggressive, good young kid. Young man, I should say. I've known Adam since he was a little squirt when he lived across the street from me. And Derek Smith is on the outside, trying to get down into the box. We'd just like to get, you know, at this point, I'd just like to get something going. The ball's kicked, goes off of Basconi and goes out of bounds. It's a throw in for Lorain Catholic. Up to Brandon Neal. Brandon Neal sends the ball out of bounds, but it went off of Lee for Admiral King. Jason Amatos clears the ball. Daniel Lucas over to Basconi, gets it. Basconi traps it, going to send it, try and send it long, sends it across. Trying to get the ball over to Pat Taggart. Adam Tubbs gains control. He's sending it long to Bill Waters, who's onside. Billy's changing it, sends it back to Adam. Adam cannot control the ball. And Turton gets it kicked away from him by Brandon Carrion for the Admirals. Throw in goes to Tubbs. To Paul. Paul takes a shot, and the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick for the restart. We have 5 minutes left in the ball game. Lorain Catholic 2, Lorain Admiral King nothing. A beautiful night at George Daniel Field. We just need we need a couple of goals here, and we just can't get that ball down in there to attack. But what we are seeing is a team that will not give up. They've lost a couple of their major players, Admiral King has, and they just don't give up. They just keep coming. As Coach Demakia told me a week ago, he says, I want 11 kids that want to play soccer, work their butts off, and come out here every day and play the game. And they're doing a good job. They're doing a very good job. Brandon Neal with the ball, tries to churn. Out to the outside. It's a throw in. We have a substitution. Billy Waters is going out. And Brandon Neal's going out. I think their work's done for the night. Number 2 comes into the ball game, which is Brett Costello. He's a starter, but he's coming back into the ball game. And there's another save by Luis Ramos. Unfortunately, Ramos puts the ball out, and it'll be a Spartan throw-in. Number 20 for the Spartans, Vanderhoof. Throws it in to Brett Costello. The ball's taken away by Brandon Carrion. Kicked out of bounds by Lorain Catholic, and Carrion will do a throw-in. Brandon's played a very nice game tonight. It's been all over the field. Played tough, got rattled a couple of times, got hit, shook it off and came back. Ball's thrown in, got a header by Pat Taggart. It goes out of bounds and it'll be thrown in by Lorain Catholic. Taggart comes over, tries to get the ball. Jason Amato ready to clear it, gets it out past Costello. Unfortunately for us, it goes out of bounds off of Lee. Amato gets the ball back. He's looking to direct the ball upfield to mean Joe Green up there. Joe Green comes in, comes back for the ball. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is a Lorain Admiral King throw-in. Brandon Carrion will throw it in. We have a whistle. We have a push on Lorain Catholic, and we have a direct kick for the Admirals. Lee puts the ball down the right side mark. Brandon came in, missed the ball. There's a nice play by Lee. And David Ross gets his foot on it, but it goes out. We're under 2 minutes, left in the ball game. Daniel Lucas sends it down out wide to Derek Smith. Smith's going to send it back into the middle, runs it a little bit long. Ball's trapped by number 6 for Lorain Catholic, which would be Riccardi, and then sent down into the keeper. So Tomazine gets the ball, sends it upfield. Roy Penny going to come over and try and get it back down the field. We're at 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the ball game. Ball's crossed and will go out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for Lorain Admiral King. Admiral King's substitution coming into the ball game is Chris Goforth. Comes in for Pat Taggart. Taggart did a wonderful job. A little small in stature, but boy, he's got a big heart. Played a nice game. And that can be said about all of the Admirals out there. They're not real big, but they play hard. There's a handling of the ball by number 16 for Lorain Catholic, unintentional. Mahalski gives the Admirals a direct kick, taken by Lee. Lee's kick is redirected back to him by David Ross, and then he sends it downfield, and the keeper, Tomazine, takes the ball. We're at 35 seconds left in the ball game, and LC will walk away 3-0. Lorain Admiral King will go to 0-4-1, but not without a great effort. Smith gets the ball. He's going to try and get away from there. He's got speed on speed, so it's not going to be easy. Lays it out. No one's there to get it. Ball goes out past the goal line, and that will wrap it up, folks, from George Daniel Field. That's the ball game. Lorain Admiral King nothing, Lorain Catholic 2, and we'll be back for a wrap-up in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Chief Sal Rivera.
And I'm Officer Michael Failing.
This year, the Lorain Police Department, in partnership with the Lorain City Schools and the Morning Journal, is introducing an exciting new program called Do the Right Thing. The purpose of the program is to publicly honor and recognize kids who display proper behavior and proper attitudes.
You can pick up a nomination form in your local city school or in the Lorain Morning Journal. Let's fill out those nomination forms so we can honor the kids who do the right thing in the city of Lorain.
We're back at George Daniel Field, where the Lorain Admiral King Admirals went down to defeat to the hands of Lorain Catholic in 2-1 ball game this evening. 2-0, excuse me. Well, I tried to get him a score, but I just couldn't do it. The first score of the ball game was made by Adam Tubbs at the 8:48 mark. Second score in the second half was by Bill Waters at the 28-24 mark. So the game was very aggressive, a good game. Unfortunately for the Admirals, most of it was played down at our end of the field. But I'll tell you, Luis Ramos played one heck of a ball game in goal. That young man's going to be waking up tonight with his hands pushed out thinking he's making a save. But we do want to congratulate the boys for excellent effort. You didn't win, but you gave it everything you had. You had nothing to be ashamed of, and we're real proud of you. And we'd also like to thank Lorain Catholic for coming over and playing this ball game tonight. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Adelphia Cable, First Federal Savings, Impressions, and the Palace. You know, Joe, the first game ended in a 1-1 tie, and Ron made a statement last week that it's like when you tie, when the boys tie, it's like kissing your sister. But what do you call it when the girls tie? Goodbye from George Daniel Field. Think about that a little bit.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV20 WLCS.